Washington, D.C., more than a dozen teenagers have been reported missing, all of them Black or Latino. These are just some of their faces we're showing. There was an emotional town hall last night. Members of the community spoke out, telling their city leaders they're afraid for their families because of what they view as an apparent spike in the number of missing kids. Sadly, though, for that community, the chief of police told the crowd that this is far from a new problem.
Hi guys, my name is Esther Daniel and you're welcome back to the channel. The viral story about 34 black girls going missing in 24 hours in Washington, D.C. might not be factually accurate, but you know what is real? The silence when black girls go missing. The media doesn't cover it. The system doesn't care. And even when it's not 34 at once, black girls are disappearing and nobody is talking about it. I'm not talking about a single rumor. I'm talking about a pattern, a system that treats black children like they are not worth finding. Where is the national alert, the wall-to-wall coverage, the urgent press conference? You only see that when white girls go missing. Before we move on with the videos, please subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to help the channel out.
Washington, D.C., more than a dozen teenagers have been reported missing, all of them Black or Latino. These are just some of their faces we're showing. There was an emotional town hall last night. Members of the community spoke out, telling their city leaders they're afraid for their families because of what they view as an apparent spike in the number of missing kids. Sadly, though, for that community, the chief of police told the crowd that this is far from a new problem.
The disturbing fact is that we do have that many kids that go missing in our city, and it's been that way for a long time.
We're joined by Trayon White. He is the D.C. City Councilman for District 8, which is one of the areas where a lot of those kids are missing. Trayon, thank you, or Councilman, I should give you the respect that you're due, sir. Thank you so much for joining me. First of all, there's been some confusion about whether there has been an uptick in the amount of missing kids, or if it's that they are increasing the reporting of the amount of missing kids. Did you feel like you got some clarity last night?
I think there's both. I think there is more awareness of what's going on, and the presence of social media has made it more forthcoming so people can know what's going on. It's relevant information in a timely frame, but the reality is the numbers are just too high, and so we have to face the reality.
They are too high. I mean, you look at 2,000 plus every year. That is, if it's one child missing, it's a frustrating and disturbing thing to begin with. Is part of the challenge in this the issue that it's how they're reported if the child is deemed a runaway as opposed to a child that has been abducted?
What we see is that not a lot of abductions that's going on. We see a lot of missing persons, mostly African-American girls. What the community is alarmed about, we had a 10-year-old girl missing the other day, but there was no Amber Alert. We just feel like, you know, if this is a white person or from another neighborhood, there'd be more alarm about it. But this been going on for quite some time with little to no press. And so we've used social media, got the community involved to get the word out.
So I did some digging, and no news media outlet is currently talking about it. Right now, there are a whole bunch of just homegrown people in the area trying to report out about people in their area. We need to get eyes on the disappearances that are happening for young girls out of the D.C. area. And no, I'm not kidding. I was alerted to this by a few videos that were sent to me, so I did some digging. And no news media outlet is currently talking about it. Right now, there are a whole bunch of just homegrown people in the area trying to report out about people in their area that are missing. However, if you go to missing.dc.gov/missing profiles, you'll start to see the extent of it. I apologize if I mispronounce any of these names that I'm about to read. Valeria Castillo, age 12, missing since the 23rd. Jasmine Pratt, age 15, missing since the 23rd. Shayla Gaither, age 15, missing since the 22nd. Yunori Zuniga and Ira Zuniga, aged 14 and 12, respectively, missing since the 20th. Lanya Fitzhugh, age 15, missing since the 18th. Maribel Amanafo, age 16, missing since the 18th. Nancy Zapita Arias, age 13, missing since the 15th. Given the fact that we were able to see this many names have already made it over to the missing persons database, I am inclined to believe some of the other posts that are happening because you can't be missing unless you're missing for a certain amount of time. This is something that is happening in real time. The more eyes on it, the more answers we're going to get. But they're black and brown girls, not white girls. So they're not making it to the media. And yeah, I just said the uncomfortable part out loud. We can change that. Start posting. Start digging.
There's currently 34 black and brown girls missing from DC, and there has been little to no major or mass media coverage. The majority of the information that I am finding has been on TikTok. I did search on certain trusted major media sites like Politico, and it's nothing. This is extremely alarming. And where are these girls? Like, what's really going on? Why has no one been looking for them? Where are the families? There's a lot of questions that's surrounding this. Have you heard about the 34 black and brown girls that's missing from DC? Do you know anything? I don't know. Drop a comment if you heard about this or know anything. Let's build community around finding these girls and getting these questions answered. Peace and love.
Listen up, 34 black and Latino girls have went missing in the past 30 days in Washington, D.C. I've only seen one news station report on this. People on TikTok have come together to get the word out. And I thought at first that this was just a rumor, so I went on the missing persons site for Washington, D.C., and here's what I found. Some of the girls have been listed on this site, but not all. First one we have is Valeria Valdez Castillo. She's 12 and she was missing since June 23rd. Then we have Jasmine Pratt, 15, missing since June 23rd. The next girl, she's been found, Shayla Gaither. But then we have Yanori Desire Reyes Zuniga and Iris Daniela Reyes Zuniga. They're clearly two sisters missing on the same day. Crazy, right? And then I start scrolling down and I see Lena Fitzhugh, I see Mirabelle Amafano, Gabrielle Baldwin. All of these girls missing within 30 days. Nancy Zapata Arias. There are more girls, but they were missing in May. Okay, if you scroll down the website, you will see them all. This is nuts. The fact that news stations aren't really talking about this and not making this a priority, I fear that somebody is trying to cover something up. There was a town hall meeting in DC, and the chief of police said that this is just basically a common occurrence. Children missing is not common, and we should not make this seem like it's a common thing and that it's okay. It's not. Where is the outrage? We have to find these girls. DC, what's going on? There's too many police out there, too many authorities to get this situation under control. Something needs to be done.
I keep seeing people saying that 34 women went missing overnight in DC and no one's reporting it. Don't people think it's a little weird that there are like security cameras on basically every block, every business you go into? A lot of people have, front door cameras, and yet literally they can never find missing people. It's like, how could you have the greatest technology in the world to find criminals and whatnot, but they can't find any of the missing kids, any of the missing women, tons of indigenous women missing, black women? It's just like, even the gentleman that was hung in the tree in Albany, New York, like, I used to live in Albany. That's not, like, it's just insane that no one caught anything on camera. A little fishy. Could be me overreacting, but
34 girls have gone missing from DC within the past couple days. Yesterday, 14 more girls went missing. There's no media coverage. You guys haven't heard about this on the news. We haven't seen anything about it on TikTok till now that other creators like myself are making videos. If you have a platform, I advise and I suggest that you make a video just like this. 34 girls have gone missing from DC and there is no media. There's no news about it. There's nothing. Where are these girls? I just made a video before this one about ICE going out and finding missing children. They can go bother undocumented immigrants at their jobs, right? So how about you get all these bounty hunters and go find these girls? Because that's where the crisis is in our country. Missing children. And on top of that, it's all black girls. It's all colored girls. Please share this. Please blow this up.
How is it possible that I am in Athens, Greece, and I have seen more news about the 34 girls missing from DC within 24 hours than I have seen on any legacy media? They're purposefully not reporting it. There's no other conclusion to make about that. But 34 girls missing within 24 hours in DC. Can't escape the news.
Brown girls from DC, and it is hardly anyone talking about this. Now it's being reported that 34 missing, mostly black and brown young ladies have been missing within a span of 24 hours. Of course, we have not seen this on the news. This has been going on all week. Okay. It looks like that a lot of people are starting to come out and speak on it. Of course, I want to use my platform to bring awareness to what's going on in DC right now. Because guys, it's not only just going on in DC, it's going on everywhere. Please, please be very cautious with your children, where they go, who they go with, because it is a definite epidemic going on with black and brown children coming up missing. Now DC, we need y'all to have y'all boots on the ground, because something is not right with this. This seems like this might be some type of serial kidnapper or unaliver. And at this time, they're just missing. There's no encounters that something may have happened to any of these children. But guys, we all know how some of these missing cases do turn out. Guys, I ask that you repost this video, comment on this video. Let's get it in the algorithm. I am not getting paid for this video, y'all. But we definitely need to make sure that we bring awareness on this, because no news outlets are reporting this. I have seen this on TikTok for the past 48 hours and only a few people are talking about it. So again, guys, it's 34 missing black and brown young girls. And they have been missing they all went missing within the 24-hour span. Something is not right, y'all. This is our only way to protect our people, is to spread the word. Guys, make sure you're watching your surroundings and make sure that you are taking at least 1 or 2 people with you. Don't go anywhere alone unless you completely have to. I hope y'all have a good one. Make sure you guys are liking, commenting, reposting, and make sure you hit the follow.
With all of the distractions and all of the buffoonery that's going on with this administration, there are a lot of things that are going on under the wraps. There is something serious going on in DC right now as we speak. 34 black and brown women and little girls have gone missing within the past 24 hours. And there is no news coverage, no media coverage. The police haven't said anything. The news hasn't said anything. The mayor hasn't come out and said anything. No Amber Alerts have been issued either. 34 black and brown women and children have gone missing within the past 24 hours. And there is no word of it. I've only seen maybe 4 or 5 creators on here bring this story to light. So if you are seeing this, please share this video and let TikTok Nation know what is going on, since the media is failing to do their job. We need to find out how it's possible that 34 black and brown women and children have gone missing, just disappeared, with no trace, with nothing. No contact, no visibility, nothing. Make this video go viral and get the word out there so more creators can start bringing this story to light.
Man, 34 girls missing in less than 24 hours in DC. And ain't nobody talking about it? Or we can muster up an army and rally for No King's Day. Or we can muster up 1 million people and march against ICE. But when it's really time to speak out, say something to march, man, we ain't got no boots on the ground. And I mean, yesterday 14 more was missing. and we still ain't got no media coverage. I wonder why. Man, it sounds like to me we need to have boots on this algorithm so we can spread this message and find these kids, man. DC, where the kids at? Man, y'all please help me spread this message and put boots on this algorithm.
So why they not talking about these 34 missing girls out of DC? Is this true? I don't see nothing about it in the news. Let me know something.
For anyone who has seen posts about the 34 missing girls in DC, I'm sure you all have seen this news report cycling around.
These are just some of their faces we're showing. There was an emotional town hall last night. Members of the community.
So firstly, that news segment is from 2017. The news segment features a DC council member, Trayon White, who was expelled from his seat in February for federal bribery. The news report also features DC's police chief, who is DC's chief of police from 2017 to 2020. That is DC's current chief of police, Pamela A. Smith. The reason why the spreading of inaccurate information surrounding missing Black folks in DC matters to me, number one. Number two, when folks create a false narrative of urgency saying that 34 girls are missing in 24 hours, folks begin to look for 34 brand new cases of people missing, removing the urgency from the people who have been missing. According to missing.dc.gov, there are 44 open total cases. That includes one of the most well-known cases of Relisha Rudd, who was missing since 2014. We absolutely need to be sharing the stories of missing Black folks. But when we say 34 missing girls, we remove the urgency to find Black boys and Black men like Jeffrey Chase, like Frankie Jones Sr., Bernard Anderson, Matthew Keys, Akeem Alexander. Accurate information matters.
Okay, so have y'all seen the videos of the two couples who decided to go live off the grid separately? Two different couples don't even know each other, but they're somewhere in the desert and they start to find backpacks, kids' shoes, all types of things that make no sense, that looks like it's about people who are missing. And whenever they call the police to investigate, they kind of just rule it out and tell these people not to look into it. And then you think about the fact that there are rumors swirling and videos being made about 34 young girls having gone missing in DC, and it's not getting any media coverage, and they're saying that these are specifically girls of color. Then you think about the fact that they just had Operation Dragon Eye in Florida, where 60 young kids were recovered between the ages of 9 and 17 after they had gone missing. And then let's not even get started on the fact that in November there were reports that there were over 300,000 migrant children who were unaccounted for after having crossed the border. So much is happening all at once, but when it comes to these children, tragically, these conversations and these rumors are swirling way more often than ever. And it seems as if sometimes they say CPS, whether it's something to do with DHS, I don't know exactly what acronym, but they say that people know what is going on, but nobody is talking about it. I have no idea. This is all alleged. I can't confirm or deny any of this information, but what I can say is there has been a crazy influx. Like, this is not the 70s where you could leave your house and go ride your bike. You have to watch your kids really close. You can't leave your doors unlocked because people seem to be snatching up little ones left and right. Like I said, this is all alleged, but let me know if you've heard any of these stories, and make sure to drop in the comments any other recent stories that I didn't mention. Whatever else comes out, I'll be back with more. Also, if you don't know what I'm talking about, save this video, go look into it, come back, let me know what you think. Like, follow, stay for some more tea. I'll be back with more updates.